Yeah, good morning, guys. Let's quickly join. Let me invite others to join the live. Sorry, we had a network glitch. I had to create a new live link. Okay, let's quickly invite others to join the live. All right, please. We'll kick off in the next few minutes. Let's wait for others to join the live. All right, we'll kick off in the next few minutes. All right, guys, drop a 1 on the chat if you can hear me. Let's get started. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Let's dive right into today's market analysis. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, so let's dive right into today's market analysis. Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to T Billion Forex Academy. If you're new here, my name is Timothy, aka T Billion, and this is our weekly live market analysis and trading session where we break down the forex market step by step in a very practical and well-structured way. We hold this session every Monday and Wednesday by 9:00 a.m. West African time. And our primary focus is XAUUSD, GBPUSD, and BTCUSD, followed by other forex pairs you request in the chat. The goal of this session is to shape and sharpen your understanding of the smart money concepts, which includes order blocks, breaker blocks, market structure, inducements, and liquidity, as well as price action. How you can properly read market structure, how you can identify key order block zones, how you can identify key breaker block zones, as well as liquidity areas, and how you can effectively apply this concept in real market conditions. Okay, so whether you're a newbie trader or you're an intermediate trader or a pro trader, stick with me as we follow a clear top-down analysis process in this session. All right, so before we dive into today's market analysis, let's look at what price has been doing since our last session. Okay, let's look at the zones we marked out in our last session and how price, reacted at those zones. Okay, now let's start with GBP USD. Kindly drop a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay. All right, so let's start with GBP US. Sorry, let's start with XAUUSD. Okay, so in our last session, we marked out these zones. Okay, we marked out these zones, and price gave us this move to the downside. Right, we got this bearish move to the downside, close to about 50% of our TP range. Okay, our profit range, close to about 50% of it. But unfortunately, price went back to hit what's it called? The SL. Right. We didn't take this trade considering the fact that gold was given a very bullish momentum. So we didn't take this trade at all. But we hit an SL on this after price had moved about, the price had moved about. The price had moved about after price had moved about 2,150 pips in profits, right? Price went back and hit our SL. Now that is fine, that is okay. So this was supposed to be 1:7 risk to reward ratio, and you know how we trade right here at TV Love Forex Academy. We either hit TP or we hit SL, right? And of course, our minimum RR is 1:5. So you should expect that we keep our losses very minimal and our profits, huge. So this, of course, is literally nothing. We didn't take this trade as earlier mentioned, because of the bullish momentum we're getting on gold. So this is what price has been doing. since our last session on XAUUSD. Let's look at GBPUSD briefly before we dive into our market analysis for today. So on GBPUSD, on GBPUSD, okay, so this is our setup in our last session on GBPUSD. So I just basically moved the position to the extreme left since we've got a lot of price actions. Okay, and of course, since our last session, we got a lot of other opportunities like this. Okay, this was a fantastic entry we got here. Although this was not done in the live, this was shared on a private WhatsApp group, and of course, we also got this opportunity here as well. Okay, so if you can see, we have every confluences to take this trade as well as this. Now we have an order block zone right here, which we are still waiting patiently for price to tap into, and as you can see, price has tapped into the order block zone, and we are actually waiting for what's it called, some extra confirmation to take this trade. And as soon as I got those confirmation, I'm going to drop this signal on the free signal Telegram channel. Okay, so if you're not active on the free signal Telegram channel, ensure you're active on that on the channel, because I'm going to be dropping this signal right there, and this is a 1:8.3 risk to reward ratio, as you can see. Okay, now the trade is I'm just waiting for a few more confirmation to take this trade. I won't take it right away because I'm still I can see that GBPUSD is showing some strong bullish momentum, so possibly it might invalidate this zone. Okay, but then let's still wait. If I get my confirmation on the 15-minute time frame, I'll take this trade and share it on the free signal Telegram channel. So let's look at what price has been doing on BTCUSD since our last session. So on BTCUSD, if you remember, we marked this zone, okay, but of course we didn't take the trade. We didn't take the trade because we're waiting for confirmation before we, jump into the trade. Right, and price gave us that confirmation right here. Okay, price gave us the confirmation right here. Although I didn't call this signal, but we got the confirmation. I placed my position to right there. Okay, just observing price action. So we got all of the confirmation, but we didn't take the trade because at that time I think there was, a fundamental that didn't, that didn't make me take this trade basically, because I expected this strong bullish reaction, and after then we've been getting this bullish move, right? So this is GBPUSD, sorry, BTCUSD basically, since our last session. Now, so let me just take this out since we didn't take the trades. So take this out so you can have a clean chart. All right. And this has actually been validated, so I don't need this anymore. Okay, so let's dive into today's market analysis. Please, if you're with me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're with me, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me. Okay, all right, so let's continue. So let's look at what we have for today. Let's start with GBPUSD. Okay, so on GBPUSD, as earlier mentioned, this is what we have. Okay, so we got this We got this break of structure to the downside on the 1H time frame. On GBPUSD, we are still bearish. Okay, so basically we are looking at we're looking out for sell opportunities, right? So we got this break of structure right here, and here is our inducement. Okay, and this breaker block here has been mitigated. So we'll wait for price at this order block zone, right? So basically wait for price at this order block zone. So this setup is still very much valid, and we are going to wait for price, to give us entry at the zone. Then we'll take our entry accordingly. Okay, so again, I'll drop this signal on the free signal Telegram channel. So please ensure you're active on the channel so you can, leverage this opportunity as well. Okay, but of course, if we don't get the confirmation, we are not going to take the trade just yet, because I'm still seeing some bullish momentum on GBPUSD, right? But then, regardless, we still have to work with structure, basically. Okay, so that is it. We're waiting for this trade to be fully formed and give us the confirmations we need. Then we'll take our entry accordingly. All right. So that is that for GBPUSD. Now on XAUUSD, let's see what opportunity we got. Okay, so starting with the daily time frame. Okay, so on XAUUSD, you can see we're already getting a very strong, bullish momentum on gold. Okay, if this trend line here didn't send price downward, then would, anticipate that this bullish trend would, continue. Okay, but then let's see, price is currently reacting at, okay, so we got on the daily time frame, we got this market structure shift right here. Okay, but then let's drill down to the 4H time frame for a more clearer price action. Let me take this out. We didn't take the trade. This out as well. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So on the 4H time frame, we got this. Okay, we got this market structure shift right here. So let me take this guy out so we can have a proper. We can see our chart clearly. Let's take this out. All right. Okay. So let's take this out as well. Okay, so on the 4H time frame, we have this market structure shift right here. If you look at where price is coming from, price reacted at another block zone, right? Okay, price reacted at hold on, let's see where this is coming from. So price reacted at an order block zone right here. Okay, that's where we got this reaction. This. So after that, price has been giving us a very strong bullish move to the upside. So we got this structure shift right here. Okay. Although a stronger confirmation would be when price actually take this. Okay. Stronger confirmation of this structure shift would be when price actually take out this external swing level. Okay. But then let's work with this. Right. So we have this right here. Okay. Now we have this break of structure. So this is our inducement, and price has tapped into let's see. So for this is our inducement. This is our inducement. Okay, and price has tapped into this order block right here and give this massive buy. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now we got this break of structure right here. So we got this break of structure right here. This. Okay, so and okay, we also got this we have this 4H order block that led to this break of structure right here. Okay, so we have this, but again, we are not going to take our trade just yet on the 4H time frame, not until we get a reversal pattern on the 1H time frame of 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Then we can take our trade, but then we'll keep our take profits, very, very not too ambitious with our take profits, because if you understand gold historically has been bullish. So, and from this bullish move we are getting, there's a high probability that the bullish move would continue until the next high is taken out. Okay, so if we're selling gold, let's not be too ambitious with our take profits at this point. It's possible that the bearish trend is over and we're about to go bullish. So if we're going to even take this sell after getting all confirmations, right, we'll keep our take profits at this level. Okay, so well, let's continue analyzing the chart. All right, so we have this break of structure right here. Okay. And we have this order block right here. And we've got this breakup block right here. Okay, so then split price at this zone. Let's take this out. So we have this. All right, perfect. So all right, so this is where we would potentially wait for price for a buy on XAUUSD. Okay, so let's drill down to a 1H time frame to further refine our zone. Now on 1H, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for two things. Okay, we are looking for a potential, sell to the downside at this point. Only if we get a reversal, pattern, then we'll sell this trade to the downside. We'll sell gold rather to the downside and take our profits at this point. Okay, but anything beyond this, we are not selling. Okay, but again, we'll continue to observe price action at this zone. If we get a reversal pattern, then we'll take our sell. For now, so I'm waiting gold here for a sell and here for a buy. Okay, so I'll wait patiently for the setup to build up before I take my trade. Okay, patience is what separates a pro trader from a gambler. Again, I'm expecting a reversal at this point, and at this point, I'm expecting a buy. Okay, so if price can tap into this, we'll take our buy without hesitation. Now let's refine this further to this. All right, so this is where we're expecting gold for a buy, and yeah, for a sell. Let's refine it further to this right here. Okay, so as soon as we get our reversal pattern, then we'll take our trade accordingly. All right, so please stay active on the Free Signal Telegram channel. As soon as the action is fully formed, or the setup is fully formed, then we'll take our trade. So that is that on GBPUSD. So what I'm expecting right here is this. I'm expecting, probably something like this. Okay, then I'll take my trade right here to this level. And once we get to this buy zone, then I would, without hesitation, I would buy. So we're buying right here. Now SL will be here. And now TP will be targeting the next high for TP, which is this. Okay, but let's wait for price action. Let's wait for price action. Okay. All right, so this is perfect. Now let's look at GBP BTCUSD. Let's look at BTCUSD. So on BTCUSD, so our directional bias on BTCUSD is still bearish. Okay, we'll basically be looking for a sell opportunity, and okay, it has already tapped into this zone and gave us this bearish move. Let's drill down to the 4H time frame for a more clearer price action. Okay, so we got this. Market has actually been ranging on the 4H time frame. Okay, so I think we want to be very, very, careful. If you're buying, we buy here, then we sell around this Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look at the 4H structure. Okay, so we got this break of structure right here. And of course, this is our inducement. This whole move is our inducement. This. So we got this as our inducement. Okay, so we got this as our inducement. Now we have this breaker block right here, which price has already, mitigated and invalidated. And here we got, our other block right here, which price is currently, reacting to. That is our supply order block zone. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is mark this properly. So we have this, yep, and this right here. Okay, great. Okay, so based on price reaction, this is where price is reacting at. Okay, so we got this and this. All right, so this is where price is currently reacting. Okay, so this has been invalidated. Let me take it out. We don't need this. Okay. Okay. So we have this. These are all internal structure of this bearish move that we got here. Okay. So basically, to get my discount and premium zone, this is what I should do. So where we plan to sell is still within a discounted zone, which may not be the best price, to sell at. So if we're taking a sell at this point, we want to keep our profits very, very not so ambitious, basically. Okay. So the best place to sell would have been this right here. Okay, so we're going to observe price at this zone as well as this zone right here. So if this fails, the next place we want to, potentially sell BTC would be right at this breaker block. Okay, you can see it's at equilibrium. So let's take this guy out. All right. So now we got to zones where we are anticipating, BTC to give us our sell, move. Yeah, this is it. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, so that is where we are. These are our 2 point of interest. Okay, so let's read on to the 1 inch time frame to wait patiently for price to give us our confirmation to take these trades. Okay, if I get my confirmation right here, sorry, please, a quick one. Okay, taking my profits right here. Okay. All right, so let's just work with that with the first one for TP. Okay, considering the fact that BTC could potentially, go bullish. So let's keep our take profits level very, not too ambitious. So we'll wait patiently at the zone. As soon as we get something like this, okay. Okay, then we'll take our entry and take price all the way to this. All right, so if this fails, then we are going to wait for the same pattern right here. Okay, we'll wait for the same pattern right here, then take our trade all the way to this price level. So please do not rush into selling BTC just yet. Let's wait for confirmation to take our trade. Okay. And again, as earlier mentioned, if you're not active on the Free Signal Telegram channel, do well to join the Free Signal Telegram channel. As soon as all of this sets up, plays out, as soon as they are fully formed, we take our trade without hesitation. So please don't rush the market, don't chase the market, wait patiently for price to come to you, and that is what separates profitable traders from losing traders. Okay. All right. So I think that will be all. If you have any question regarding this analysis, please do well to drop it in the comment section. I'll go to the comment section and attend to all questions. Okay. So I think that wraps it up for today. Today's key lesson: your directional bias, your structure, then your key zones, the order block, the breaker block zones, and finally your entry. Again, so please, if this session has added value to you, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our live session. We'll be back again on Monday at 9:00 a.m. West African time. In the meantime and between time, please protect your capital, trade smart, and I'll see you guys in the next session. Stay safe. Peace out, guys.